Okay, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to go right to the first place in the live stream where Jim Metokur, Mr. Metokur, says this prediction, and then I'm going to go to the second place in the live stream where he says it. So this is a live stream. I actually saw this 2 days ago live, but this is on the Internet Archive. It is called Minnesota Madness. The walls come tumbling down. And YouTube will probably throw a fit if I put this link in the description. So here it is on the archive. That is the URL. And you can also just find it by going actually to the Internet Archive and doing a search like this. And then you got all of these videos, and this is the latest one right here, Minnesota Madness. Okay, so I've got the two places in the live stream. So I've got a tab open here on the archived live stream. It's at 2:06:22 that Jim Metokur makes the prediction, and then he makes it again at 2:10:15. And we're going to watch both of these briefly. I'm not wasting your time. I'm going right to it. So we're going to go to this one right now, the first time that he makes the prediction.
From the government. And do you know how badly they want to hurt this guy? Like, I want you to understand that Nick Shirley, I don't think it's far-fetched to say his life is at risk. Like, he's talked about getting death threats, and, you know, that's part and parcel of the internet. Everybody's dealt with that. But the difference between a streamer getting swatted or getting fucked with and what Nick Shirley's facing is, you know, that streamer and the animosity they might have with somebody that's doing that to them pales in comparison. This guy has potentially taken away billions of dollars from criminals with connections to powerful political figures and terrorist organizations around the world. He absolutely fucking has a crosshair on his head. He absolutely...
Yeah, this is Nick Shirley right here.
Their target. And they will go after him. They will go after his family. They will go after his friends. They will try to ruin his business. They will try to kill his career. They will try to go after his credibility, his future, and his ability to be prosperous. They want this guy fucking dusted. Believe me, they do. And yet, he's still...
Oh, sorry about all the F-bombs.
You know, we talk about the responsibility of journalists to go out and to uncover truth and to follow stories and to, you know, truth to power, right? Isn't that their little line? You know, the fourth estate, the fifth estate. Talking about this group that's supposed to be out there and providing oversight. Doesn't happen. And why doesn't it happen? Because in this state, as you saw with the newspaper, where the CEO is friend of Walls.
Okay, so I'm going to pause this here, and then I'm going to go to the next place where he predicts it, which is just a few minutes later. So the timestamp for this on the live stream is 2:10:15, and let's listen for a little bit. Sorry about all these F-bombs. We've got F-bombs coming all over the place.
Oh, fudge.
Only I...
Yep. Sorry about all the F-bombs, but that's how Metokur is. Okay, so let's go back to this video, 2:10:15 in the very same live stream. I just got to open in a different tab, and now we'll listen to this one.
I hope the government takes it seriously when people start going after him. Because just like you saw with Cranstein and the others, they're going to, you know, they're going to publicize every piece of information they can, and then they're going to go after him. The amount of money he just took out of their hands, oh my God.
Part of all of this fraud, and I would see these child care centers. I said, well, there aren't any kids there. It's the middle of the day, and all I see are a couple of guys standing out front smoking. And then I'd go by another daycare, and I'd see the same thing. I said, well,
So this is
Where
Nick
do these
Shirley.
kids play? And so I
This is
started going online and looking. I
David,
said, this place
who
is licensed
uncovered a
for
lot
80
of
children.
this
They
stuff
had
about the
0
daycares
children
and
every
about
time I
the
went by there.
health
They
care
never had a
centers.
single child there.
And I
then
think
started to see
David
all
is
these
also
transportation
in danger,
companies
although
going
Metokur
around.
doesn't say so.
And
I
it was
think.
always a Somali driver, and I said, well, that's great. They're out there transportation, contributing,
Yeah,
but they never had a passenger.
I'm really worried
Never, ever
about
once.
this.
And I said,
I'm
well,
really worried
what is
about
all this
these guys, both of
transportation?
them.
What are they doing? So then I found out that in Minnesota, they have something called non-emergency medical transportation. So this is going to the dentist's office, therapy, whatever it might be. And I said, well, how many of these companies are there? And the research came back that there are 1,020 of them, and more than 800 of them are Somali-owned. Nobody from the state of Minnesota ever cross-checks to see if any rides were ever actually provided. All they did was write the check.
Yeah, and
So
this
right here we have all
bit that Metokur is showing us
Are
from
you
the
starting to
documentary.
get an idea for the scope of how bad this is? Every possible avenue related to this theft, they have monetized. They didn't just take money directly from the program, they took it from subsidiary programs. Not only are we going to run the fake medical assistance program, the fake daycare, the fake autism center, we're going to provide fake rides for fake patients to fake places. And then we're going to quadruple bill you. That $10 billion estimate, I guarantee you, is the low end.
Yeah,
I
it's
bet you
probably at least.
triple that.
Yeah, probably
I
at
bet
least
you
triple.
Over the course of the past decade, Minnesota has lost probably $30 billion.
This is like the beginning
$30
of the
billion
investigation.
fucking dollars. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think a multitude of programs have been compromised. And just like this guy, he's saying that 80% of all medical transport companies in Minnesota are run by an immigrant population that is 100,000 out of 5.6 million. You know, when you have the discussion about black crime rates and you're talking about per capita, do the calculations. What do you think the likelihood 80% of an entire sector of industry is run by a population which is a percentile of the entire fucking state? And they're also the majority population of childcare, the majority population of autism, the majority population of home health care, the majority population of medical transport. Are you fucking kidding me? Then feed the children after school programs. And do you know who writes these, by the way? Ilhan Omar, with her father brother, is out there.
Yeah, so yeah, he said it wrong when he said father brother, but yeah, Mr. Metokur goes through a lot of this stuff, and I don't agree with everything he says, but the especially I don't agree with the U.S. aid stuff that he talks about. I've seen some really different takes on that than his take. It's like, yeah, you don't shut down an organization that large because of some fraud. You just investigate it really rigorously, like Nick Shirley is, getting other people to do. But anyways, so I don't want to sit here and show you the whole Mister Metokur live stream when you can look for it yourself. But I've also got the timestamps in my description of not just the two places I showed you where Jim Metokur predicted the possible assassination of Nick Shirley, but also a bunch of other things that are closely related to it, like when Metokur is talking about decades ago when the mob ran Las Vegas and how they would take out any reporters that tried to interfere with that money, and how that was a lot less money than this money, and that's another reason to really be afraid for Nick Shirley's safety. So yeah, I think I did another video where I was encouraging people to donate to Nick Shirley's his security forces, and I had a little video where I described how to do it, because whenever I tried to describe it in the comments, YouTube would delete those comments, and they started deleting not just those comments, but all my comments, so I guess they really didn't like it. So I made a little video describing it instead of describing it in the comments. But after seeing Mr. Metokur's predictions, I'm starting to think that maybe Nick Shirley does not just need donations to his own security forces, they might not be up to it. He might need Secret Service level of protection. He might need, like, you know, witness protection from the federal government. He might need an extra level of protection, more than he can even buy himself. And I really hope he gets that protection, and I really hope that the Mister Metokur prediction of the assassination is wrong. I hope it is. I really hope that that does not happen, and that Nick Shirley stays safe, and that the others that are investigating, like this guy David and Cam Higbee and all the others, I hope that they also stay safe. And so that's my video. I'm not wasting your time. I went right to the two places where Metokur made the predictions, and there's a bunch of other related stuff in this live stream, but it's really long. It's nearly 4 hours, so you should probably look for it yourself and take a peek at my descriptions. You can see which parts are the most relevant to this. Okay, so have a good day and stay safe.